Hi everyone, welcome to EduTap. So this is another important session for the current event section of ESIC 2021 Deputy Director Exam. And my dear friends, in this particular session we are going to discuss the 15 most important MCQs of current events for the ESIC 2021 Deputy Director Exam. And this is the part 7 of this particular series. We have already taken 6 different parts on the current event section for the ESIC 2021 Deputy Director Exam, and I hope all of you are healthy and preparing well. So before starting the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of the lectures. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. And my dear friends, I am glad to announce that we are running a flash sale in which we are providing 40% off plus additional a 10% off on our courses for RBI Grade B, SEBI Grade A, NABARD Grade A, and so on. And my dear friends, with the help of this particular code, that is EDT10, you can also avail the 40% plus additional 10% off on the course of ESIC Deputy Director, which is really very important for your preparation. And please make sure that you are using the code that is EDT10, which is only valid from 20th of October to 22nd October 2021. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Now let's move on to the session. Let's get started. So my dear friends, here is the very first question on your screen, which is about the One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative. So all of you are requested to quickly go through these particular statements and answer the question in the comment section below. See, consider the following statements in relation to the One Sun, One World, One Grid. Kindly quickly go through these particular statements and tell me that which of the statements given above is or are correct as per the One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative. So if we talk about the very first statement, my dear friends, it is talking about the particular idea of the OSOWOG, which was being put forward by our Indian Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, and this particular idea was being put forward during the first assembly of the International Solar Alliance in October 2018. The second statement is talking about the aim of launching this particular OSOWOG, and if we talk about the third statement, it is talking about the OSOWOG initiative, that it is going to connect 140 countries through a common grid that will be used to transfer solar power. So if we talk about the right answer to this particular question, then my dear friends, the right answer is option D, that is all of the above. That means that all these particular statements given here are correct as per the One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative. So let's discuss this particular news in much more detail. So my dear friends, recently Shri R.K. Singh, the Union Minister of Power, have addressed a ministerial dialogue on the Green Grids initiative One Sun, One World, One Grid, and this particular event was being titled as Northwest Europe Cooperative Event. And my dear friends, if you talk about this particular event, then this particular event was being hosted by Wilton Park, which is an executive agency of the United Kingdom's Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. If we talk about the aim of conducting this kind of event, my dear friends, with this particular event, the Wilton Park wanted to conduct a high level discussion on the Green Grids initiative One Sun, One World, One Grid. Okay, and my dear friends, this particular event was being hosted by Wilton Park along with the International Solar Alliance, World Bank Group, and the United Nations Climate Change Conference UK 2021. So if we talk about the One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative, then my dear friends, this particular initiative, the idea of this initiative was being put forward by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, and this particular idea was being put forward by him during the first assembly of the International Solar Alliance in October 2018. And my dear friends, if we talk about the aim, that what exactly this initiative want to do, then my dear friends, under this particular initiative, the Government of India wanted to connect the solar energy supply across the borders. And how this will be done? This will be done by setting up a transnational electricity grid in order to supply solar power across the globe. That means under this particular initiative, they aimed to set up a transnational electricity grid, which is going to be a common electricity grid, and that grid will supply solar power across the globe. And my dear friends, if we talk about this initiative, it also aims to connect 140 countries through a common grid, about which we have already discussed. And here the vision behind this OSOWG mantra is also being given here, that is the sun never sets. As we all know that the key source on which this particular initiative is focused on is the solar power, and that's why its vision, the mantra for this OSOWG is the sun never sets. And my dear friends, apart from that, this particular initiative has been divided into 3 phases, and this will be implemented in the 3 phases. If we talk about the very first phase, so in the very first phase, this particular grid will connect the Indian grid with the other Asian countries, that is the Middle East, South Asia, as well as the Southeast Asian grids. And in the second phase, the first phase nations will be connected with the African pool, and my dear friends, in the third phase it is really going to go on a global interconnection level. So I hope that this particular news article is very much clear to all of you. And now let's move on to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So my dear friends, here the second question is on your screen. Please tell me in the comment section below that which of the following countries will be hosting the G20 Leaders Summit 2021, whether it is Italy, UK, France or Germany. Please tell me the right answer in the comment section below. Here the right answer to this particular question is option A, that is Italy. So my dear friends, Italy is the country which is going to host G20 Leaders Summit 2021. See, recently a G20 Agriculture Ministers meeting was being organized by Italy under its G20 presidency. The session of this particular topic was research as the driving force behind sustainability. Okay, and my dear friends, it is one of the ministerial meetings which was being organized by Italy as a part of the G20 Leaders Summit 2021. Okay, and my dear friends, if we talk about the India, then India is going to assume the G20 presidency from 1st of December 2022. And apart from that, there was also a recent development which you must remember, as recently also the Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, that is Piyush Goyal, he was being appointed as India's Sherpa for the G20, and he has replaced the former Union Minister Suresh Prabhu as the Sherpa of G20, sorry, as the India's Sherpa for the G20. So I hope that this particular question is very much clear to all of you. Now let's move on to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So the next question is about Jigyasa program. See, recently it was announced that Jigyasa program will be extended to cover schools in over 700 districts of India. So now what exactly the task is for you? You are required to consider these particular statements in relation to Jigyasa program, and you are going to tell me in the comment section below that which of the statements given above is or are correct. Whether it is statement 1, that is the program is inspired by the Prime Minister of India's vision of a new India and scientific social responsibility, or it is option 2 that says that it was launched in 2016 and currently operational in 170 districts of India, or it is option 3, the statement 3, that is it is being implemented by the CSIR and Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So my dear friends, please tell me in the comment section below which of the statements is above are correct. So my dear friends, the right answer to this particular question is option C, that is both 1 and 3. And why exactly the statement 2 is incorrect, we are going to discuss this in the upcoming slide. See, recently Union Minister for Science and Technology, first of all let's see that why this Jigyasa program was in the news. As recently Union Minister of Science and Technology has launched a unique countrywide free telemedicine consultation cum drugs facility in order to mark Seva Samarpan Abhiyan, and this was held on the occasion of the birthday of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. And during this particular event, the Union Minister of Science and Technology has also announced that the Student Scientist Connect program, that is Jigyasa, they are going to extend this particular program to cover 700 districts of India within a period of 1 year. Okay, so my dear friends, if we talk about the Jigyasa, तो देखो जो जिज्ञासा का ये जो प्रोग्राम है ये इट इज बीइंग इंस्पायर्ड बाय द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडियाज विजन ऑफ द न्यू इंडिया एंड साइंटिफिक सोशल responsibility. And as we were going to talk about the statement 2, that why exactly the statement 2 was incorrect, the reason behind that is in the statement 2 it was being mentioned that this particular program was launched in year 2016, but in reality the program was being launched in year 2017. And if we talk about the nodal ministry, then it is the Ministry of Science and Technology, Technology, and my dear friends, it will be implemented by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So I hope that this particular question is very much clear to all of you. Now let's move on to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So the next question is, World Health Organization has recently endorsed the first anti-malarial vaccine and also recommended the usage of the malaria vaccine among children in sub-Saharan Africa and in other regions with a moderate to high P. falciparum malaria transmission. तो अब आप सभी को मुझे बताना है कि इस वैक्सीन का नाम क्या है. ओके, whether it is option A, whether it is option B, whether it is option C or option D. Please tell me in the comment section below that what exactly is the name of this vaccine. So if we talk about the right answer to this particular question, the right answer to this question is option B, that is RTS-SAS01. So my dear friends, recently World Health Organization has approved this first anti-malarial vaccine whose name is RTS-SAS01. And my dear friends, if we talk about this particular vaccine, then it was first ever authorized in 2015 by the European Medicines Agency for its usage in Africa in the infants as well as children. And right now वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने ये अप्रूव किया है कि इस वैक्सीन का इस्तेमाल हम चिल्ड्रंस पर कर सकते हैं जो कि सब सहारन अफ्रीका और बाकी के रीजन्स में हैं, और स्पेशली उन चिल्ड्रंस पर इसको इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा जो कि सफर कर रहे हैं मॉडरेट टू हाई प्लाज्मोडियम falciparum मलेरिया ट्रांसमिशन से. ओके, एंड व्हाई एग्जैक्टली दिस पर्टिकुलर वैक्सीन वाज बीइंग रिकमेंडेड? सो दिस पर्टिकुलर वैक्सीन वाज बीइंग रिकमेंडेड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द रिजल्ट्स of an ongoing pilot program, that is malaria vaccine implementation program, जो कि recently हो रहा था घाना, कीनिया और मलावी कंट्रीज के अंदर. So that is the reason that WHO has approved this first anti-malarial vaccine whose name is RTS-SAS01. So I hope that this is very much clear. Now let's move on to the next question, which is here on your screen. So please tell me in the comment section below that which one of the following under the Ministry of Power has prepared the guidelines for the cyber security in power sector. Here the options are Central Electricity Authority, option B is CSIR, option C is Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, and the option D is Indian Institute of Technology Kanpur. So please tell me in the comment section below that which one of the following has prepared these guidelines for the cyber security in power sector. And my dear friends, the right answer to this question is option A, that is Central Electricity Authority. That is the right answer to this particular question. So recently Government of India has released the guidelines for the cyber security in power sector. और ये जो गाइडलाइंस हैं, इन गाइडलाइंस को प्रिपेयर किया है सेंट्रल इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अथॉरिटी ने, जो कि काम करती है मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पावर के अंडर. और ये पहली बार हुआ है ऐसा कि इंडिया के अंदर इस तरीके की साइबर सिक्योरिटी गाइडलाइंस पावर सेक्टर में प्रोवाइड की जा रही हैं और गवर्नमेंट ने उसे रिलीज किया है. ओके, और if we talk about the main aim of launching this particular guidelines, then my dear friend, the main aim behind this is to create a cyber secure ecosystem. And if we talk about these particular guidelines, then these guidelines are meant to be adhered by all the power sector utilities in order to create cyber secure ecosystem. And under these particular guidelines, these are really going to lay down a required action for cyber security preparedness across the various utilities in power sector. And my dear friends, this particular guidelines were being prepared under the leadership of the Union Minister of Power Shri R.K. Singh. Okay, and if we talk about these guidelines, तो इन गाइडलाइंस के अंदर एग्जैक्टली होगा क्या? सी, इन गाइडलाइंस के अंदर एक साइबर एश्योरेंस फ्रेमवर्क होगा और ये गाइडलाइंस स्ट्रेंथन करेगी हमारे प्रेजेंट रेगुलेटरी फ्रेमवर्क को. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, these guidelines are also going to place an mechanism for the security threat as well as early warning. And apart from that, it will also lead to the promotion of the research and development in the cyber security, and that is the reason that this is really going to make this cyber ecosystem safe for the power sector of India. And if we talk about the applicability, कि ये जो guidelines हैं ये किन entities को follow करनी होंगी, कौन कौन सी entities eligible हैं इन सभी guidelines को follow करने के लिए. So my dear friends, all the entities such as system integrators, equipment manufacturers, suppliers, vendors and service providers will be will be applicable to follow these particular guidelines. Okay, and these guidelines mandates the information communication technology based on procurement from the identified trusted sources and identified trusted products. Okay, so I hope that this particular question is very much clear to all of you. And now let's move on to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So moving on to the question number 6, please tell me in the comment section below that which of the following pairs has been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize 2021 for their efforts to safeguard freedom of expression, which is a precondition for democracy and lasting peace. So हम सब जानते हैं कि हर साल नोबेल प्राइजेस 6 पर्टिकुलर डायमेंशंस के अंदर दिया जाता है. सो अब आप सभी के सामने के बहुत ही अच्छा सवाल है और इस सवाल के अकॉर्डिंग आपको मुझे बताना होगा कि नोबेल पीस प्राइज जो 2021 में मिला है अभी रिसेंटली, वो इनमें से किस पर्टिकुलर पेयर को मिला है, वेदर इट इज ऑप्शन ए, ऑप्शन बी, ऑप्शन सी और ऑप्शन डी. सो प्लीज टेल मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. And if you talk about the right answer to this question is option A, that is Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov. And my dear friends, for all of you, as we all know that this particular Nobel prizes are being awarded in 6 different categories. So here I have provided the whole list of all these particular things. For example, it is being provided in the Nobel Prize in Physics, in Chemistry, as well as in the Literature, which was being won by Abdul Razzaq Gurnah. And if we talk about the other 3 categories, then these are Physiology or Medicine, or we are having the Economic Sciences, and then we are having the Nobel Peace Prize 2021, which was being asked in the question itself, and the right answer was Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov. So these are the 2 persons who have been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize 2021. So you can go through the list of all these particular persons which are being provided here. And now let us move on to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So now all of you are requested to answer the question in the comment section below. You are going to consider the following statements regarding the National Mission on Edible Oil Palm. Okay. So here the statement 1 says the mission plans to increase the oil palm cultivation to 1 million hectares by year 2025-2026 and 1.7 to 1.8 million hectares by 2029-2030. The second statement says that under the scheme, oil palm farmers are going to provide financial assistance which will get remuneration under a price and viability formula. And here the option 3 is that it is a central sector scheme with a special focus on the Northeast region and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So please tell me in the comment section below that choose a correct that which one of the following statements are correct as per the National Mission on Edible Oil. See देखो, अब आप सभी को ये पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट्स को बहुत ही अच्छे से पढ़ना है और मुझे बताना है कमेंट सेक्शन में कि भाई कौन सी स्टेटमेंट इनमें से गलत है, सॉरी कौन सी स्टेटमेंट जो यहाँ पर दी गई है नेशनल मिशन ऑन एडिबल ऑयल के अकॉर्डिंग कौन सी स्टेटमेंट ठीक है. So if we talk about the right answer to this particular question, the right answer is option A, that is both statement first and 2 is correct. And why exactly that third statement is incorrect, we are going to discuss this in the upcoming slide. सी तो अब अगर हम बात करें नेशनल मिशन ऑन एडिबल ऑयल पाम के ऊपर, देन माय डियर फ्रेंड्स दिस पर्टिकुलर मिशन वाज बीइंग लॉन्च्ड इन ईयर 2021. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द एम ऑफ लॉन्चिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर मिशन, देन दिस वाज बीइंग लॉन्च्ड इन ऑर्डर टू इंक्रीज द एरिया अंडर cultivation for oil palm by an increase of 6.5 lakh hectares, thereby reaching the target of 10 lakh hectares in the next 5 years. और अगर हम बात करें फाइनेंशियल आउटले की, तो टोटल 11,040 करोड़ रुपए इस पर्टिकुलर मिशन के लिए निकाले गए हैं, जो कि जिसमें 8,844 करोड़ जो कि हमारा कंट्रीब्यूशन होगा दैट विल बी डन बाय द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एंड 2196 करोड़ ऑफ द कंट्रीब्यूशन विल बी मेड बाय द स्टेट. Okay, now why exactly the third statement was incorrect? Because it said that it is a central sector scheme. But if we talk about the National Mission on Edible Oil, then it is a centrally sponsored scheme. So all of you are requested to tell me in the comment section below that what exactly is the difference between the central sector scheme and central sponsored scheme. So please tell me about this in the comment section below. Okay, so here some other features of this particular mission are also being provided here. You can go through them, and let us move on to the next question, which is here on your screen. So for the question number 8, all of you are requested to choose the correct statement regarding the Vigyan Jyoti scheme. So statement 1 says that this particular scheme covers the girls studying in class 9th to 12th. The statement second says the program provides a scholarship, visit to nearby scientific institutions, science camps, and the lecturers from eminent women scientists and career counseling. And if we talk about the third statement, it says that this particular scheme has been expanded to 200 more JNVs for the year 2021-2022. So all of you are requested to answer the question in the comment section below, that which one of the following statements given above are correct, and you are required to use these particular codes in order to answer the question. So my dear friend, the right answer to this question is option A, that is both statement first and 2 are correct, and we are going to discuss this particular thing in the upcoming slide. So if you talk about the Vigyan Jyoti scheme, see recently जो हमारा डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी उन्होंने अनाउंस किया कि हम 75,000 गर्ल स्टूडेंट्स को बेनिफिट प्रोवाइड करेंगे स्कीम के अंतर्गत, जो कि होगा बाय ईयर 2022. So if you talk about much more in detail about this Vigyan Jyoti scheme, then my dear friend, this scheme was being launched in year 2019 by the department. The nodal agency for this particular scheme is the Department of Science and Technology. And if we talk about its implementation, then it will be implemented by Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya in 58 districts. Okay, so this particular scheme is being implemented in the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya in 58 districts with the participation of about 2900 students. अगर हम एम की बात करें विज्ञान ज्योति स्कीम की, कि इस विज्ञान ज्योति स्कीम को एक्चुअल में लॉन्च किया गया क्यों किया गया था, सो द मेन एम बिहाइंड दैट वाज टू टैप 100 गर्ल स्टूडेंट्स इन 550 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स फ्रॉम 2020 to 2025. Okay, so the objective as well as the key features about this scheme are also being mentioned by me in this particular slide. You can go through them very quickly in order to prepare this particular scheme in a very comprehensive manner for the exam. And now we will be moving towards the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So which one of the following university has become the first university in India to award digital degrees to the students? See, अभी तक डिजिटल डिग्रीज हमारी किसी भी यूनिवर्सिटी में इंडिया की नहीं दी जाती थी, बट अब पहली बार हुआ है कि किसी यूनिवर्सिटी ने पहली यूनिवर्सिटी बनी है इंडिया की जिसने कि डिजिटल डिग्रीज दी हैं स्टूडेंट्स को. सो इन सभी में से कौन सी वो यूनिवर्सिटी है जिसने डिजिटल डिग्रीज प्रोवाइड किए स्टूडेंट्स को? आप सभी को ये मुझे बताना है कमेंट सेक्शन के अंदर. एंड माय डियर फ्रेंड, द राइट आंसर टू दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी. सो दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी अभी रिसेंटली में पहली यूनिवर्सिटी बनी है इंडिया की जिसने की डिजिटल डिग्रीज प्रोवाइड की हैं to the students during the 97th annual convocation. So here only the name of the university is important. Now let's move on to the next question of the today's session. So next question is about the Swachh Sarvekshan 2021. See, for this particular question, you are required to consider the following statements regarding the Swachh Sarvekshan, and please tell me in the comment section below that which of the following is the correct answer, and you are required to use the codes which are being mentioned here. See, the first statement says that it was launched in year 2021. The statement second says that the Quality Council of India is the implementation partner. And if we talk about the third statement, it talks about the aim of this particular Swachh Sarvekshan 2021. So my dear friends, please tell me the right answer in the comment section below. And if we talk about the right answer to this question is option C, that is all of the above are correct. So my dear friends, there is something wrong in this particular statement 1, as the statement 1 says it was launched in year 2021, but this statement is incorrect, and the right answer to this particular question will be both option B, that is both 2 and 3 statement are correct, as in the statement 1 it says that it was launched in year 2021, but this particular thing was launched in year 2016. So that's why the right answer will be the option B, that is both option 2 and 3, and this will be corrected in the PDF which will be provided to you in the description box below. Okay, so my dear friends, if we talk about the Swachh Sarvekshan, then this particular thing was being launched in year 2016, and the nodal ministry was the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And if we talk about the implementation partner of Swachh Sarvekshan, then the Quality Council of India is the implementation partner. And here some key objectives of this particular program has also been mentioned here. That is, this particular Swachh Sarvekshan aims to encourage large scale citizen participation, and it also aims to ensure the sustainability of initiatives taken towards garbage free and open defecation free cities. Apart from that, it also aims to provide credible outcomes to be validated by third party certification, and it is also going to institutionalize the existing systems through the online processes. And apart from that, it is also going to create awareness amongst all sections of the society about the importance of working together towards making towns and cities more habitable and sustainable. So that was all about the Swachh Sarvekshan. I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And one more thing that I want to add here, that this Swachh Sarvekshan, it is the world's largest cleanliness survey. Okay, so that once again is a very big achievement for the government of India. And now let's move on to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So my dear friends, please tell me in the comment section below that a Ministry of Culture has recently constituted a high-level national committee and in order to commemorate 75 years of India's independence. As we all know that we are commemorating the 75 year of India's independence by celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So all of you are required to tell me in the comment section below that who among the following has been appointed as the head of this committee. See, अब आपको मुझे बताना है कि ये जो कमेटी यहाँ पर बिठाई गई है टू सेलिब्रेट आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव, उस कमेटी का हेड कौन होगा. सो वेदर इट इज़ द होम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया, और इट इज़ द प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया, और इट इज़ द फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया, और इट इज़ वाइस चेयरमैन ऑफ द नीति आयोग. Please tell me in the comment section below. And the right answer to this question is option B, that is Prime Minister of India. So ये जो कमेटी बिठाई गई है, नेशनल कमेटी आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव को सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए, उस कमेटी के जो चेयरमैन हमारे रहेंगे, जो हेड होंगे, वो है हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया. So my dear friends, if we talk about this particular thing, then this particular committee, if we talk about majorly about this particular committee, then this committee is going to provide policy directions as well as the guidelines for the formulation of programs at the national and international levels, which will be conducted in order to celebrate the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Okay, and my dear friends, these celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav are proposed to be launched 75 weeks prior to the Independence Day in 2022. That is on 12th of March 2021. That is also the 91st anniversary of Salt Satyagrah. So I hope that this particular question is very much clear to all of you and you are not having any single doubt in this question. Now let's move on to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So which of the following state has launched India's first Engineering Research and Development Policy 2021 to create new jobs and raise state's contribution to the ER&D sector in India to 45% in the next 5 years? See, recently क्या है कि एक स्टेट जो पहली स्टेट बनी है जिसने इंडिया का पहला इंजीनियरिंग रिसर्च और डेवलपमेंट पॉलिसी 2021 लॉन्च किया है. और आप सभी को मुझे बताना होगा कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो में कि इनमें से कौन सा स्टेट है जिन्होंने इस पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी को लॉन्च किया है अपनी स्टेट के अंदर, वेदर इट इज कर्नाटका, महाराष्ट्र, तमिलनाडु और मध्य प्रदेश. एंड माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज कर्नाटका. सो जो गवर्नमेंट है कर्नाटका की, उन्होंने रिसेंटली ये ER&D पॉलिसी 2021 को लॉन्च किया है कर्नाटका स्टेट के अंदर, और उनका एम क्या है? To create 50,000 new jobs with the help of this particular policy. And if we talk about the objective, this particular policy has been launched in order to raise Karnataka's contribution to the ER&D sector in India to 45% in the next 5 years. So एक ही बहुत ही बड़ा इनिशिएटिव है जो इस पर्टिकुलर स्टेट ने लिया है, एंड विद दिस पर्टिकुलर काइंड ऑफ इनिशिएटिव दे आर eyeing they're eyeing to increase their contribution to the ER&D sector in India to 45% in the upcoming 5 years. And some more important points are being provided and mentioned here in this particular slide. As you can also see that if you talk about the priority sectors in as per this particular policy, then there are total 5 prioritized sectors, which are aerospace and defense, auto components and EV, biotechnology, pharma and medical devices. Then we have semiconductor, telecom, and software products. Okay, and my dear friends, one more important point which you must remember from this particular kind of policy is that under this policy, the government of Karnataka is going to reimburse 50% of the internship stipend for the interns per entity, and this will be done for a period of 3 months up to rupees 10,000 per month per intern. So I hope that this particular thing is very much clear to all of you. And one more important point, they are also eyeing women empowerment and want to include women in this particular policy, and that's how as per this policy, the entities will be offering internships to 33% women candidates, and they are going to consider 30% of this total interns into full-time employment. So that's how this particular policy is very much important from the India point of view as well as the state point of view from the Karnataka. So I hope that this question is very much clear to all of you. Now let's move on to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So please tell me in the comment section below that which of the following is or are the initiatives under the राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन. See, राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन इंडिया के अंदर एक इनिशिएटिव है और आप सभी को बताना है कि राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन के अंदर कौन कौन से इनिशिएटिव्स हैं जो डाले गए हैं. तो इस क्वेश्चन को आंसर करने के लिए आपको राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन की जानकारी होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट द ऑप्शंस हेयर, please tell me in the comment section below that which are the initiatives under the Rashtriya Gokul Mission. Okay, whether it is Gokul Gram, National Kamdhenu Breeding Center, Pashu Sanjeevani, or it is all of the above. And my dear friends, if we talk about the right answer is option D, that is all of the above. So if we talk about the Rashtriya Gokul Mission, then my dear friends, this particular mission was launched in year 2014, and the nodal ministry was the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. And if you talk about that why exactly this particular mission was being launched by the government of India, the main reason behind that is with this particular mission, government of India wanted to conserve and develop indigenous breeds in a focused and scientific manner. And apart from that, it also aims to establish integrated cattle development centers which are called Gokul Grams in order to develop indigenous breeds including up to 40% nondescript breeds. Here the objectives of this particular mission are also being provided. But if we talk about the question, in the question it was being asked that what are the initiatives under the Rashtriya Gokul Mission, and here are the different initiatives which have been mentioned here. That is Gokul Gram, National Kamdhenu Breeding Center, E-Pashu Hart, Nakul Pranjan Bazaar. Then we have Pashu Sanjeevani and the National Bovine Genomic Center for Indigenous Breeds. So these are some different initiatives which are being taken under the Rashtriya Gokul Mission, and I hope that this particular question is also very much clear to all of you. Now let's move to the next question of the today's session, which is here on your screen. So my dear friends, please tell me in the comment section below that who among the following Indians has been awarded with the International Ranger Award 2021 recently for his works at Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park. तो इंटरनेशनल रेंजर अवार्ड 2021 अभी रिसेंटली दिया गया था 10 लोगों को. ओके, एंड आपको मुझे बताना है कि इनमें से कौन सा वो इंडियन है जिसको इस साल इंटरनेशनल रेंजर अवार्ड से नवाजा गया. वेदर इट इज एस सतीश, राजीव गोयल, मोहनलाल मीना और महेश गुप्ता. प्लीज आंसर द क्वेश्चन इन द कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो, एंड द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन A, that is S. Satish. So this is the right answer to this particular question, and I hope that this is very much clear, and there is nothing much in this particular kind of question. If we talk about the award, then this particular award is being issued by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, Switzerland, and the World Commission on Protected Areas, International Ranger Federation, and Global Wildlife Conservation and Conservation Allies. So these are the different institutions which together issue this International Ranger Award 2021. And here the complete list of 10 people who are the winners of the 2021 International Ranger Awards are being given. And if we talk about the Satish Sundaram of India, then he is a forest ranger with the Tamil Nadu Forest Department of Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park, and for his brave work in the Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park, this particular person has been awarded the International Ranger Award 2021. Okay, so these awards are also important from the exam point of view, as we have already seen in the previous year questions that there are some kind of questions which are being asked from the awards in the exam. Okay, so now let's move on to the last question of the today's session, that is the question number 15, and which is here on your screen. So to answer this particular question, you must be having a knowledge about the mega consortium which was launched recently, the mega consortium on One Health. Okay, so my dear friends, here you are required to quickly go through these particular statements and tell me in the comment section below that which one of the statements given above are correct. Whether it is option A, B, C and D, please tell me in the comment section below. If we talk about the statement 1, it says that this particular consortium was being launched by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. The option 2 says it will consist 27 organizations led by DBT, National Institute of Animal Biotechnology, Hyderabad. And the option 3 says that it envisages to carry out surveillance of important bacterial, viral and parasitic infections of the zoonotic as well as transboundary pathogens in India, excluding the northeastern part of the country. So if we talk about the right answer to this question, then my dear friends, the right answer is both option B, that is both statement 1 and 2 are correct. So let's discuss this particular consortium in much more detailed manner. See, as we all know that COVID-19 pandemic has shown us the relevance of the governance of infectious diseases, and most probably in this particular era when these novel infection agents are crossing the barrier of jumping from animals to human, and that is the reason, sensing this urgent need, my dear friends, Department of Biotechnology under the Ministry of Science and Technology has launched the mega consortium on One Health. So my dear friends, One Health is a concept in which we consider the health of the animals, plants, human beings, environment in the one single thing, and that they all are dependent on each other. And my dear friend, that is the reason that the Department of Biotechnology has come up with this very first mega consortium on One Health. And if we talk about this particular consortium, then my dear friend, this One Health consortium is going to conduct surveillance of the important bacterial, viral and parasitic infections of the zoonotic as well as transboundary pathogens in India, including the northeastern part of the country. My dear friends, why exactly the statement number 3 was incorrect? Because it said that excluding the northeastern part of the country. That is the reason the statement 3 was incorrect, as this particular surveillance will be conducted, it will also be conducted in the northeastern parts of the country. And my dear friends, apart from that, under this particular consortium, the diagnostic, the usage of existing diagnostic tests as well as the development of additional methodologies whenever required will be mandated for the surveillance as well as for understanding the spread of the emerging diseases. And apart from that, if we talk about the composition of this particular consortium, then this consortium will consist of 27 organizations, and the main thing that which organization will be leading this particular group of 27 organizations, then my dear friends, this will be led by the Department of Biotechnology, National Institute of Animal Biotechnology, which is located in Hyderabad. And here are the list of some other organizations which are part of this group of 27 organizations are being mentioned here. You can quickly go through this particular thing as well. So my dear friends, that was all from the today's session. That was the last question of the today's session. I hope that today's session was useful and fruitful to all of you. And if you have any queries, then you can drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in. And if you have any and you can also place a call at 814-620-7207-241. And if you have liked the session, please give a thumbs up in the comment section below. So my dear friends, thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.